Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to create an orbiter. We have the object spawner here. I'm going to spawn objects and make them rotate around this object spawner. So let's get started. Actually, first let's just create a terrain here because I think this looks a little bit boring. So I'm gonna create a terrain and give it some color. Green. Okay, and make the terrain into center of the scene. Okay. I'm also going to lift this object spawner up a little bit and give it a rigid body. I'm going to freeze the rotations so that it doesn't fall sideways. That's it, we are set. And now I'm going to create a new script. Let's call it orbiter. Okay. Now we'll be needing some variables. So serialize field, transform, center. This is going to be the center to which the other objects are going to rotate. Here, basically the object spawner itself is the center. So when you're rotating object, you're basically drawing circle in x and y, x and z direction. Sorry, this should be said. So these are going to be the radius along x and z directions. We need a y offset so that we can adjust the height of rotation. Then we need a rotating speed. And timer. We'll set the timer to 0 initially. Mm. Now we already have the object spawner script. So here what I want to do is pass on the game object transform over to orbiter script. So for that, I'm going to save this instance. We need to attach the orbiter script onto the items that will be rotating. So let's just do that first. Also, for rotation, objects need a rigid body. So we are adding a rigid body here, and we can freeze the position. Now that we have the instance, we can call orbiter from instance. And inside instance, I'm going to create a method, a public method to get the instantiating object. And I'm going to call it get object spawner transform. Here we basically get the transform of the object spawner so that we can make the other objects rotate around this transform. And we set the center to that transform. we can pass on the transform of this object by just using game object dot transform. Okay, that's all the changes we need to do in object spawner. Now inside the update method, we need to increment the timer according to the rotation speed. So for that we use time dot delta time star rotation speed, and then we call another method which I haven't created it. So now let's create rotate. Now let's rotate the objects around the transform. For that we'll add a float x is equal to math math of dot cos of timer star x radius and same for z axis sine timer star z radius in z direction. And we just need to set the position to these points. Suppose is equal to new vector 3 x comma y is not going to change, so y of z comma z transform dot position equal to pos plus center dot position, and that's it. What we are doing here is we are just changing the position in x-axis and z-axis according to time, and we are updating the position here. Now let's see what will happen. Okay, I forgot to set these variables, so let's just give some values. So this is equal to 2, y offset let y offset be 1, and rotation speed equal to, let's say, 4. We don't need to set anything for time. Okay, now we get a rotation after spawning. I think we need to increase the size of this object spawner a little bit, so let's do that. Now the center will be at 1, so if we spawn, yeah, that's pretty good. Another feature we can add is we can have a clockwise as well as a anti-clockwise rotation. For that we just need to add a boolean variable and provide an if condition. So if it's clockwise, then all we need to do is place the same code here and put a minus in here. Now let's say for blue we check clockwise, for the orange we check clockwise, and for yellow we check clockwise. For others it is anti-clockwise. So let's see. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Good luck. Peace.